Okay, so here's what we're going from. This is just a regular standard commercial half box. You'll notice that it has these pallet jacks on it right there. So the bottom 6 or 8 inches of this box are not used, and there's a space that was under here. The space, since this is plastic, I couldn't really glue it to the deck of the boat or anything like that. It was just kind of loosely mounted to the bottom of the boat, but there was space under here, and we'd have problems when this was on the boat of stuff getting under here. We'd get fish and stuff under there, and we didn't even know that the fish were there. But there was a lot of with that pallet jack on there. It takes up a lot of space with the box. It takes a lot of the capacity away from the box. And the drain on here is this hole right here, and then it would just kind of drain as the ice melted. It would drain onto the deck, which made a mess. This lid, it went over the top of the box, and it was, every time you put a fish in there or put something on there, you had to completely remove the lid from the box. It's just a pain in the butt. We had all of these little rod holders and stuff that were screwed to the side of it. We took those off of there so that we could get this, so that we could carry it in the backyard. And then we used this ultra cool cooler here as a bait cooler or a drink cooler. This is a lot of stuff here, and it was a lot to keep clean. This giant commercial box is just impossible to keep clean. I mean, you can see right here, these are where some of the stuff was, where some of those trays were mounted to it, and you could see where all of the nastiness got all behind it, and the stuff would stink. So it's functional, nothing wrong with it. It's very heavy and bulky. This stuff altogether probably weighs well over 200 pounds, but we built a different box. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Okay, so I showed you guys what I went from, and this is what I went to, and I'm going to show you guys this before I get it glued down to the deck. But the deck of this boat has a little bit of concave to it, but I put some additional concave into the bottom of this so that it could drain. And see here, I got drains in here in the back of the box on both sides so that the water will drain out. And I've got a little hanger in here, and so I can store my stuff there. Hinged tops on everything. So with the other box, I had to lift the whole lid off of there in order to get inside of there. Now I can just flip the lid up, and I've got a seat. I'll put a seat on this box right there, a little bench seat with a drink cooler, bait cooler there. This drains out into the box there, and then anything that drains out of here will drain overboard. And this is where it actually drains out to, is that through hole right there. So all that goes there. We got rod holders on the side of it, 6 on each side. I'm gluing it down to the deck now, and we have, I got drains on them, but they're insulated little tackle and bait storage areas. If I wanted to, I'd probably put tackle in this one, and then use these for bait coolers. I made this all out of 1708 cloth with West System. I used the Dow Corning 1.5 inch insulation for my foam. So it came out good. These things I've got on all of my edges. Show you here. I need to finish painting here, but all my edges have wood glued to the foam so that the screws will hold in there. A little bit more painting to do to it, and she's good to go. This thing actually has more capacity than the gray box that I took out of here, and the cooler. And I got more rod holders, more tackle storage, seating. It's just a much better setup. I finished gluing it down here. I got a little bit of painting to do, but almost done.